साथीहरू त्यो उहाँ हरिशजीहरू मेरो पार्टनर हुनुहुन्थ्यो र यो टिमसँग पहिलेदेखि मसँग एप्रोच आइरहेको थियो र हामीहरू नर्मल डिएनए टेस्ट भन्दाखेरि हामी यो अब नेपालका अब डाक्टर साहबले त हुन त अब त्यो कुरो बुझ्नु भएको होला। हामी जस्तो मान्छेले के बुझ्थ्यौँ भने डिएनए टेस्ट कसका छोराछोरी हो होइन भन्ने मात्रै बुझ्थ्यौँ। मैले पनि बुझेको त्यही मात्रै थियो। तर अब के रहेछ भने अहिले डिएनए टेस्ट योबाट हामीले 2, 4, 5, 10 वर्षसम्मका 20 वर्ष 25, 30 वर्षसम्म पनि कुन रोग लाग्छ लाग्दैन, कुन रोग आउँदैछ भन्ने कुरो यसबाट प्रमाणित हुँदो रहेछ भन्ने भर्खर मैले बुझ्दैछु। यो हामीले त यो कुरो भन्ने होइन, डाक्टर साहबहरूलाई नै थाहा हुन्छ सबै कुरोहरू त होइन। अब यो कुरोलाई हजुरहरूले अझै अघि सोध्ने क्रमलाई मैले ब्रेक गराएँ किनभनेदेखि टाइम पनि छैन। अब यहाँ हाम्रो अहिले स्न्याक प्राय कार्यक्रमहरू अब यसो ड्रिङ्क्सहरू छ। अब यति डाक्टर साहबहरू दमक इत्यादि धरान विराटनगरदेखि पाल्नु भएको छ, यहीँ बिर्तामोड अब भद्रपुरदेखि पाल्नु भएको छ होइन। अब टाइम भएकोले मैले त्यो ब्रेक गरेको हुँ। हामीले केही स्न्याक ड्रिङ्क्सहरू लिँदै उहाँहरूसँग सोच्दा पनि केही फरक पर्दैन। उहाँहरू यहीँ बस्नु नि अहिले होइन, भोलि पनि यहीँ बस्दै हुनुहुन्छ, टाइम छ होइन।
नमस्ते, म राकेश सिंह हम्साबाट हस्पिटलको सिइओ। यो चाहिँ माई डिएनए माई टेस्टिङ भनेर एउटा प्रविधि आएको छ। अब हाम्रो अध्यक्षजीले भनेअनुसार डिएनए भनेको त छोराछोरी कसको हुन् के हुन् भनेर नै थियो, तर यो चाहिँ बृहत कुरा चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ, त्योभन्दा पनि धेरै बृहत र सबभन्दा ठुलो एउटा ब्रेक थ्रु भनेको भने यसले हाम्रो एक किसिमले फ्युचर चाहिँ देखाउने कुरा गर्दैछ। रोग लागिसकेपछि डक्टर्सहरूले त्यसलाई ट्रिट गर्नु होइन, त्यो त अब कमन कुरो हो, नेचुरल कुरो हो, प्र्याक्टिकल कुरो भइरहेछ। तर यो रोग लाग्नुभन्दा पूर्व चाहिँ यसले डिटेक्ट गर्न सक्छ कि फ्युचरमा 10 वर्ष 20 वर्ष 25 वर्ष 50 वर्ष हजुरहरूलाई कुन किसिमको रोग लाग्न सक्छ र त्यो चाहिँ थाहा पायो भने समयमै त्यसको उपचार चाहिँ डेफिनेटली गर्न सकिन्छ।
यो चाहिँ केबाट परीक्षण गरिन्छ?
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो स्वाब भन्छ, चाहिँ रियल्सबाट चाहिँ स्वाब कलेक्सन गर्ने। जसरी हाम्रो साथीहरूले भनिहाले स्वाबलाई चाहिँ त्यो एकदमै हाइटेक वेमा चाहिँ कलेक्ट गर्न पर्दैन, सिम्पल एउटा बट्टामा राखेर कलेक्ट गर्ने हो। त्यसलाई लगभग 45 डेजसम्म चाहिँ राख्न सकिन्छ। त्यो स्वाबबाट चाहिँ स्याम्पल लिएर चाहिँ हाम्रो त्यो यो नयाँ प्रविधिलाई चाहिँ गरेर चाहिँ उसको फ्युचरमा लाग्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ डिटेक्ट गर्न सकिन्छ र समयमै भनिन्छ नि कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ भने 3rd 4th स्टेजमा गएर चाहिँ हामीलाई थाहा हुन्छ कि यस्तो भयो, क्यान्सर छ, एड्स छ, वाटेभर छ त्यसरी। तर त्यस टाइमसम्म चाहिँ बचाउनलाई चाहिँ रोकथाम गर्नलाई चाहिँ गाह्रो भएको हुन्छ। सो यसले फ्युचरमै मतलब प्रेजेन्टमै चाहिँ करेन्टमै चाहिँ देखाइन्छ कि यस्तो किसिमको समस्या छ, यसलाई चाहिँ अबदेखि नै ट्रिटमेन्टतिर लाग्यो भने त्यो मोर्टालिटी रेट डेथ रेटलाई चाहिँ निकै कन्ट्रोल गर्न सकिन्छ, मिनिमाइज गर्न सकिन्छ।
यसको रिपोर्ट चाहिँ कति समय लाग्छ यसको रिपोर्ट आउन र यसको कस्ट चाहिँ कति पर्छ?
कस्टिङ चाहिँ सरहरूले भनेपछि एभरेज चाहिँ लगभग 18-20 हजार हो कस्ट चाहिँ। हुन त कुन किसिमको हो त्यो अनुसार पनि भनिन्छ, तर त्यही एभरेजमा 15-20 हजार आइसी चाहिँ छ। भोलि गएर अब अर्को जसरी हाम्रो स्वास्थ्य बिमा कार्यक्रमहरू छ त्यसमा चाहिँ लागू गर्न सकियो भने नेपाल सरकारबाट सहयोग पाएर त्यसमा लागू गर्न सक्यो भने अरू देशहरू जस्तै निःशुल्क चाहिँ हुनसक्छ। चाहिँ छिटोभन्दा छिटो चाहिँ यो कुरालाई चाहिँ एक्वायर गर्न चाहिरहेछौँ, किनभने यो त एक किसिमले भविष्य देख्नु हो। योभन्दा ठुलो कार्य स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्रमा सायद भएकै छैन जस्तो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ। यसलाई चाहिँ फ्युचर देख्न सक्नुभयो जस्तो हो। सो यसलाई छिटोभन्दा छिटो समयमा चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ एक्वायर गरेर चाहिँ सेवा सुरु गर्न चाहिँ प्रयत्न छौँ। यो चाहिँ बाहिर फरेन कन्ट्रिज, युरोपियन कन्ट्रिज अलरेडी छ, इन्डियामा पनि आइसकेको छ। उहाँ सरहरू चाहिँ हाम्रो मुम्बईबाट नै आउनु भएको छ, सक्सेसफुली यो प्रोग्रामलाई चाहिँ यो कार्यक्रमलाई चाहिँ रन गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। सो टेस्टेड छ, भरपर्दो छ। अभियसली त्यो जति पनि स्वास्थ्य प्रावधानहरू छन्, लिगल रिक्वायरमेन्ट्सहरू छन्, त्यो सब पास गरेर नै यहाँ हुन्छ। सो एकजना साथीले सोधेअनुसार नै लिगल पनि हो, यो चाहिँ एब्सोल्युटली सेफ पनि छ। यसको साइड इफेक्ट्स जस्तो हुने कुरा आएन, किनभने हजुरको स्याम्पलबाट टेस्ट गर्ने हो। सो त्यो पनि यहाँ समस्या चाहिँ देखिएन, निर्धक्क भएर ढुक्क भएर चाहिँ गराउन सकिन्छ यो टेस्ट। हामी प्रयत्न छौँ, हामी नै पहिलो चाहिँ हुन सक्छौँ। अभियसली अब अरूहरू पनि आउँछन्, तर हामी चाहिँ एउटा भन्छ नि एउटा इतिहासमा आउन चाहिँ चाहन्छौँ नेपालमा कि यस्तो किसिमको प्रविधिलाई आफ्नो सफल भएको गुम्साई पाथिबाट अस्पताल
भएकामा म हृदयदेखि नै तपाईँहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। अब यसमा अघि दिप भाइले भन्नुभयो यो देशको तारा, यो देशको एउटा उज्यालो समुचित बाँसकोटा मेरो आदरणीय दाइ सौभाग्यवश हामी यहाँ आज उहाँलाई भेट्न पायौँ। उहाँलाई म हृदयदेखि नै म यो कार्यक्रमलाई शोभा बढाइदिनु भएकोमा उहाँलाई पनि धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। यहाँ हाम्रा हेम्स हस्पिटलको मालिक डिबी भण्डारी सर पनि यहाँ उपस्थित हुनुभएको छ। उहाँलाई पनि म सम्मान गर्न चाहन्छु। सम्मानपूर्वक भित्रदेखि नै उहाँहरूलाई यो कार्यक्रम नेपाल अध्यक्षभरि तपाईँहरू पुर्याइदिनुहोस् भन्दै उहाँहरूलाई झन् धेरै धेरै म धन्यवाद र सम्मान दिन चाहन्छु। अब आज कार्यक्रममा कुनै यति साथीहरू हुनुहुन्छ, यति मित्र साथीहरू हुनुहुन्छ, सबैलाई मैले चाहिँ अहिले सम्मान र मैले नाम लिन नसकेकोमा म त्यसमा क्षमा पनि चाहन्छु। कति साथीहरूले जुन अहिले इन्डियामा प्रोडक्सन गर्नुभएको छ, भर्खर 2 देखि 3 महिना हुँदैछ लन्च गरेको चिज त्यो उहाँहरूले ब्रिफिङ गर्नुहुन्छ। हजुरले सुनिदिने, केही हजुरलाई प्रश्न गर्ने छ या सोधपुछ छ भने सोध्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ पछि गएर। मैले अहिले अगाडि जानकारी मात्रै गराएको हो। हजुरलाई केही कन्फ्युज छ त्यसको बारेमा भनेदेखि हात उठाएर उहाँहरूसँग हजुरले चाहिँ त्यसको क्वेसन एन्सर गरेर राखिदिनु होला। त्यसले तपाईँहरूलाई सजिलो पनि हुन्छ। अब उहाँहरूको कार्यक्रम सकेपछि हामीले स्न्याकको यहाँ ककटेल हामीले प्रोग्राम राखेको छौँ। त्यसपछि हामीले डिनर प्रोग्राम राखेको छौँ। सबै यहाँ आउनुभएको उपस्थिति मेरा अभिन्न मित्र साथीहरू, डाक्टर साहबहरू, मेरो आदरणीय मैले मान्ने गर्ने मेरा मित्र साथीहरू सबैजना जो हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूले अन्तिममा गएर डिनर गरेर मात्रै गइदिनुहुन्छ भने मैले विश्वास लिएको छु।
धन्यवाद आदरणीय अध्यक्षज्यू। यहाँको सार्वजनिक मन्तव्यले अझै हामीलाई उहाँको नेपालका प्रतिनिधि दिवाकर बर्गाई जो नेपालको बिजनेस हेर्नुहुन्छ, उहाँको बिजनेस हेड हुन्छ, उहाँलाई उहाँको प्रोफाइलको बारेमा छोटो 2 मिनेटको एउटा भिडियो राखिदिनु अनुरोध गर्छु।
Pleasure to see the legendaries of healthcare systems of Eastern Line. Myself, Diwakar Basgai, and I am shortly presenting the corporate videos of our company, Lordsmark Industries.
Leaders in manufacturing of electric vehicles, to equip our country's defense in anti-drone technology, to providing affordable insurances to masses, to helping farmers with eco-friendly fertilizer products. In 25 years, our vision to excel has led us to exponential growth, which has now positioned us as leaders in different industries. Today, Lordsmark Industries has generated more than 2,000 million rupees in yearly income and serving over 200 clients and offering a variety of different products from different group companies. Our LED and solar projects has illuminated millions of people in their homes with home lighting and street lighting implementation projects across Indian states. Our diagnostic rapid kits provide instant access to healthcare. As we move forward, we seek to set up Lordsmed Pathology Lab across India. Deeper engagement partnerships with innovative medical devices companies. Point of care testing for sickle cell in partnership with IIT Bombay. Smart meter implementation and more. The journey is far from over. But the one thing that never changes is our constant quest for reinvention and innovation. With right partners and hardworking team by our side, the future of Lordsmark Industries is more promising than ever. Lordsmark Industries, sustainable business with a global vision.
Future product in healthcare. Before I hand over the mic to Subodhji, I would like you to take and tell you about Lordsmark Industries with a slight insight like who are we. Lordsmark Industries born in 1998, a journey which you just saw, 25 years, a long journey. Started as paper traders to renewable energy, to solar, to LED, and then 2016 we entered the medtech, diagnostic and the surgical industry. Today I am very honored to tell you that we have one of the best manufacturing facilities in Vasai, in Mumbai, a 25,000 square feet facility where we manufacture in vitro diagnostic products, around 50 products under one roof. The range is like biochemistry reagents, rapids, instruments. We are into government trade, exports. We are doing Nepal already, and very soon other countries. So besides this, we have medtech products. So the healthcare sector is booming, and we are making a significant move today in that. Besides this, I could even tell you that our commitment to empowering individuals with the knowledge they need to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. Our mission is to improve, clear the health and give genetic testing to every individual in affordable pricing. Today, I can proudly tell you, in the coming months, we shall be launching point-of-care testing of even sickle cell with accuracy level of more than 100%, a technology bought by Lordmark Industries, by a technology by IIT Bombay. It's a patented technology which will be launching very soon in Nepal with help of Deepak ji, definitely. Besides this, even two instruments on Onco and TB, patented products which are in our next pipeline, where the instrument testing, detection of Onco and TB can be done in less than 20 minutes. So finally, I extend my deepest gratitude to the CMA, and a very special thanks to Mr. Deepak ji for providing us with this platform to share our story. May our time together today be filled with fruitful discussions, meaningful connections, and shared aspirations for a brighter future. Thanks a lot, and hope you have a great evening. And I hand over the mic to Subodh ji, who will take you to the journey of my DNA. I would like everybody to ask questions if there are any queries. We have got demo kits with us. So if you have any queries, how's the process, how the report takes place, what does it show, it would be great, because Subodh is here to guide you all through this journey. Thank you. Thank you.
10% of the Indian population does have mental health issues, and 6.5% or 7% of 140 crore population is a huge number. There is a requirement of around 75,000 psychiatrists to handle this mental. So here comes in play preventive genomics or preventive genetics. Now, as per definition, preventive genetic refers to the use of genetic conditions before the symptoms manifest. I face a lot of preventive measures to avoid that risk, and the whole idea is to prevent that condition to hitting that individual, because as we all know, it's a huge burden financially the progression of the disease. So how does it work? The early detection of the genetic predispositions empowers the individuals with the share with the individuals. They also understand the whole family history. Not only this individual, but the entire family may be, having. And then they are given a proactive health management regimen to prevent such conditions. Now the question is why it should be the brand My DNA. We very proudly say that we have the conditions. We have Dermagen check for sports and fitness enthusiasts to know what exercise or what nutrients will best work upon you. We have a fit gene guard, and we have a cardio gene guard to assess the cardiovascular risk conditions. So this is in detail. I'll take you through that. So let me take you through our comprehensive wellness test, which is known as My DNA Gene Proactive. So this particular test can predict the risk of lifestyle diseases, predisposition to traits and carrier status. It helps in cancers, gastrointestinal and liver diseases, and neuropsychiatric conditions. We also cover so the report is generated based on a score which is known as and how do we arrive at a polygenic risk score? We check Illumina. We use an Illumina 24-bit chip which contains probes for the SNP markers. Microarray is a general laboratory approach that involves banding or binding of an array to thousands of millions of known DNA fragments to a solid chip. So how it works in simple terminology, on that chip already there is a plethora of information for diseased genes. And if the SNPs or the single nucleotide polymorphism is higher than what it should be for a healthy individual. Talk about the report generation, because it's a DNA test involved, there is a lot of privacy which has to be taken here. So the sample is registered in MyDNA LIMS and it is just given a number. So nobody in the system knows into a genetic code. As I said, the genetic code is analyzed and compared with the gold standards database by bioinformatics experts, which we have in-house. A detailed report is prepared with inferences and interpretations. This is how a genetic report of a preventive genetic test looks like. Now, if you would look at this population risk for this particular condition, it is atrial fibrillation. So the population risk means a healthy individual has a risk of 1 in 50. But this particular sample was 4.82 times than the population risk, which means he is at a high risk. So today this individual who has come to you may not be exhibiting any symptoms of atrial fibrillation. But because of his genetic makeup, he is at a high risk. Similarly, if I look at a risk of a bladder cancer in this particular report, it says the individual is low because there is nobody who is at no risk. We just tell them you are at a low risk of this particular condition. So this is a detailed report which says that this individual has got an increased risk for lung cancer, increased risk for pancreatic cancer, and wherever there is the report shows that there is an increased risk, this report is close to 120 pages. So it is detailed that which genes are involved and why this action has happened, why this risk has happened. This is a sample of our pharmacogenomic report. Now here we take an example of say a high risk situation in atorvastatin, where this patient may be susceptible to higher incidences of ADR with atorvastatin. Hence the doctor is advised to move to some other drug for managing that condition. For all other conditions, say for other drugs like propranolol, metoprolol or other drugs, it can be used as directed. Probably here in atenolol he has to use with caution, probably adjustment of doses. A very important part of this whole journey is genetic counseling. What happens when we share a 120 pages report at times, because the patient doesn't understand it, they may go into a anxiety situation. So we have a team of trained genetic counselors who are certified by the Board of Genetic Counselors of India, who take the patient through this journey. They help them understand the report. They help them understand where and why the risk is and what actions they can take to prevent this risk. What lifestyle changes, what dietary changes, or what targeted interventions, in terms of a diagnostic test they should go through regularly to prevent such situation taking a difficult status. This is a futuristic way to look at medicine, but I always end my talk with that future is now. Please help your patient takes proactive steps to prevent such difficult conditions, which I'm sure as doctors you appreciate are very difficult to manage. I thank all of you for this patient hearing, and if there are any questions, I'm open to it.
Like in newborn screening, there are some cases here. And so will it have this DNA testing, genomic testing, newborn screening?
I think you were talking about newborn screening.
Yes. Will it help us in the newborn screening to test?
See, if you are talking about diagnosing a disease, no. If you are talking about identifying a risk, yes. So a newborn, if you want to look for definitive diagnostic things based on probably the symptoms exhibited by the newborn baby, no sir. But yes, if the child is, maybe 3 to 4 years of age or 2 years of age, and the parents want to know how the growth is going to be, whether the child is going to have ADHD, what are the nutritional conditions, definitely yes.
Has made prognosticating how what changes it has made till now, sir.
आफ्नो परिचय पनि दिनु होला.
What Dr. Jyoti Agarwal?
Thank you, Dr. And I can tell you, because of follow-up by genetic counselors, there are many people who have brought changes in their lifestyles, who have started living much healthier lifestyle now. And since I'll tell you what is the limitation in this. Since it's a genetic test, you cannot do a follow-up or create a individual's database. We can only make we are conducting a study, we have conducted some studies also, but since a patient's individuality is protected under the the laws of the government, you cannot form a database with the patient's name and then do a follow-up. So that is a challenge with this. But yes, with my experience, I can say we have been able to make changes to the lives of around 1 lakh people. And I can tell you, especially our pharmacogenomics test, where we have received feedback from doctors and patients, so the patients have gone to multiple centers because of their genetic predisposition. I can tell you, there was a lady who was the wife of a minister.
I am Dr. Lasim Prasad Mainali.
Thank you, doctor.
I would like to ask you one question, sir. You are doing that DNA test by saliva.
Yes.
After 2 years or after 5 years, due to the environmental situation, does the report can be altered after 5 years or 10 years?
So the genetic predisposition of the person will not change. So it's sufficient to be done once in a lifetime. It's like our Janam Patri. If I am born with a Rahu in my 8th house, whether I am 80 years or I am 80 years, my Rahu remains in the 8th house, as per my Janam Patri.
Thank you.
So this genetic predisposition and risk will not change.
मेरो नाम Dr. Monasha Vaidya. I work in BNC Hospital as a pathologist.
Yes,
so I have 3 questions.
Yes.
One is, as you know, most of the people, especially in this area, are they have financial constraints. So one is, how much is the finance involved? Number 2 is, at which stage should we recommend for this test, like from the infant stage or at certain age? And number 3 is, for example, many people nowadays have breast cancer or colon cancer in his relatives, so he would like to go for a breast cancer screening only. So your screening, what is that called?
BRCA.
Yeah, that will involve only the risk factors for breast cancer, or many other cancers are also involved in that patient.
Thank you, Dr. Mona. I'll take your first question first regarding the financial cost. Yes. So as I said, in India, our test starts from 12,000, goes up to 16,000 rupees. We are working at differential pricing for Nepal, and we are working with the hospital, Om Sai Pratibara Hospital. So very soon you will see this test available with them, and it can be used all across. Second, as you said, for a targeted screening of say a breast cancer, ma'am, normally for a targeted screening, when we do clinical exome, it is only BRCA1 or BRCA2 which is tested. But the studies say there are 11 other genes which are available in a manifestation of a breast cancer. Our preventive genomics test covers all those genes as well. And when we do the OncoGene test, we test for around 15 plus types of cancers, including colon cancer is there. So in all those conditions, patients can know what is the risk of cancers.
So that means if we do a panel for the oncologic genetics, then all the cancers will be covered.
15 plus types of cancer. There is a limitation. Yeah, so we do not cover head and neck, we do not cover oral.
Thank you, sir. And what about what stage do we ask the patient for this test?
As I said, ma'am, if there is a family history and if they are running, even if the patient is at a young stage, they should ideally take this test. For example, there is a history of a colon cancer in somebody's family. Now today the person is young, probably will not happen, may not have any situation of that.
But if his risk comes high, at least he can go for a targeted colonoscopy every 3 years, so that he doesn't come to a situation where he's diagnosed in stage 3 or stage 4, when it's very difficult to manage the situation.
And what about the autoimmune diseases, sir? Autoimmune diseases?
We cover a few, but see, autoimmune diseases are primarily because of a genetic mutation which happens. Now for that we have a targeted screening which we do in our clinical test. We do a whole exome and a clinical exome for that.
हाम्रो निमित्तलाई स्वीकार गरेर यहाँ हाम्रो शनि अर्जुनको मेयर साहब, बुद्ध शान्तिको अध्यक्षज्यू, म उहाँहरूलाई पनि ताली बजाएर यहाँ आइदिनु भएकामा सम्मान गरिदिनको लागि मैले अनुरोध गर्दछु। त्यस्तै हाम्रा झापा जिल्ला अदालतका श्रीमान न्यायाधीशज्यूहरूको पनि पाल्नु भएको हुनाले उहाँहरूलाई पनि मैले ताली बजाएर उहाँलाई पनि सम्मान गरिदिनु भनेर दर्शकहरूलाई अनुरोध गर्दैछु। त्यस्तै हाम्रा झापा जिल्लाका प्रमुख जिल्ला अधिकारी यहाँ स्वयं उपस्थित हुनुभएको छ, उहाँलाई पनि हामीले ताली बजाएर सम्मानपूर्वक उहाँलाई हामीले गरिदिनु अनुरोध छु। त्यस्तै एपीको एसपी साहब कविन्द्र राय सर, जनपदको एसपी साहब मिलन केसी सर, उहाँहरूलाई पनि हामीले ताली बजारै सम्मान गरिदिन चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई अनुरोध गर्दछु। अब यो कार्यक्रम हामी अहिले अन्त गर्ने पक्षमा छौँ। त्यस्तै भद्रपुर नगरपालिकाका प्रमुखज्यू पनि आउनु भएको छ, गणेश कौशलज्यू, उहाँलाई पनि हामीले सम्मान गरिदिनु अनुरोध छ। र हामीहरूले अन्तिम चरणमा